everybody. Welcome to Talking Fitchburg on this Wednesday, May 18, 2022. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you had a wonderful day. Glad you're tuning in with us for Talking Fitchburg. Got a jam-packed show for you coming up. We'll get you the latest on a fire that happened in Fitchburg. Happened overnight. We'll take you out to that scene and get you the latest information coming in here to us from the fire department coming up in your headlines. Plus, got a lot of event coverage, too. A lot's happened in the last 24 hours and less. We had the Older Americans Month celebration happened today. We'll get you the information from that. We've got the community engagement and bike ride that happened last night, all in learning more about the teen center. And we have the city administrator update for you. So a lot to get to as we work through this Wednesday. But first, we do turn our attention to an overnight fire. Fitchburg Fire Department responding to an apartment fire at approximately 11:55 p.m. on Tuesday, May 17th. Dane County Public Safety Center, that's a 911 center, notified the Fitchburg Fire Department of a structure fire at 2118 Red Arrow Trail in the city of Fitchburg. A resident called 911 and reported seeing smoke in an apartment hallway. The first arriving fire and police personnel confirmed a working structure fire on the second floor of the apartment building. The fire quickly spread to the second floor hallway. The fire was extinguished quickly by the first arriving companies. Several building residents were displaced due to smoke and fire damage. Madison Metro was called in to assist with the bus on scene as a temporary shelter for the residents. Red Cross was called into the scene to assist residents who could not return to their apartments. One resident was transported to an area hospital for smoke inhalation by Fitchburg EMS, assistance by Fitchburg Police Department, Fire Department, the Fitchburg EMS, Madison Fire Department, Verona Fire Department, at Middleton Fire Department. The cause of the fires is currently under investigation by the Fitchburg Fire Department, Fitchburg Police Department, and Wisconsin Department of Justice Division of Criminal Investigation and the State Fires Marshal Office. The building did not have an automatic fire sprinkler system, and it said we'll share any more information as it comes in here on Talking Fitchburg. All right, other news happening today. Fitchburg Family Pharmacy is named Bronze Bicycle Friendly Business by League of American Bicyclists. That's right. Today, the League of American Bicyclists recognized Fitchburg Family Pharmacy with a Bronze Bicycle Friendly Business Award, earning it placed alongside over 1,400 businesses across the country contributed to the movement to build a more bicycle-friendly America. We'll bring you more coverage of this tomorrow on Talking Fitchburg, as it happened late this afternoon for a press release, but I wanted to get it in the show, so we have it there for you. Other news, we have the Memorial Day service set for Memorial Day. Our annual celebration, our annual event for Memorial Day will take place again on Monday, May 30th. This year's speaker is Lieutenant Lisa Heitman, who was chosen for remembering their sacrifice as her theme. Lisa is an employee of the Fitchburg Police Department and United States Air Force veteran. The service will conducted by the Oregon-Brooklyn VFW Post 10272 and Brooklyn, Oregon, American Legion Post 160, Military Honor Guard, Color Guard, and Riflemen, along with Marion C. Kreinfeld, VFW Post 1318. All are welcome. Please bring a chair, and if there is any inclement weather, it'll be moved over to the Fitchburg Fire Station number 1. We'll let you know about that if the weather does change. We'll get you the information on that. We also have Second Harvest free mobile food pantry. That's right, the food pantry will be back at the Southdale Park. This will be on Thursday, May 26th. All who are in need are welcome. No ID is needed. Drive-through or walk up. Workers will only ask about the number of people in your household. Items normally include 3 boxes of food, milk, and more. If you got any questions, you can text Laura or call her at 444-1290 with a 608 area code for that. Again, Southdale Park is located at 200 Deer Valley Road in the town of Madison. All right, now we're going to take you out to the Older American celebration. Happened at the Fitchburg Senior Center earlier today, and we were able to capture the opening ceremonies and congratulating all of the 90-plus-year-olds that came down to the Senior Center. Take a look.
This is a really special day. For one, it's kind of our first big event since COVID. I hate to even say the word, but it's so nice to see so many gathered here for this special day. And really, it's a day to honor all older adults, 60 and older, but particularly these amazing folks that have reached 90. And there was so many of them walking up here, and I kept saying, no, you have to be 90. And I am 90. I'm 92, I'm 94. So you folks really epitomize aging well. And we probably should have you write your secret down of how you got to be where you are and look so beautiful and healthy. So to kick off our celebration today, we have a couple special guests. First, I want to recognize Randy Erdell, who is the City Council President, and appreciate you being here today. And then Mayor Aaron Richardson is going to say a few words to welcome you all as well.
Thank you for having me. I think first, I just want to recognize how fortunate we are to have the Senior Center and also the great staff. If we could give a round of applause for all the great staff here. This is Older Americans Month, and Jill gave me some notes to speak to, so I'm not completely off the cuff here. There's a theme for Older Americans Month, and it's Age My Way. And the theme focuses on how older adults can age in their communities, living independently for as long as possible, and participating in ways that they choose. And while it looks different for everyone, there are some common things that everyone can consider. Number one is planning. Think about what you will need and want in the future, from home and community-based services to community activities that interest you. Engagement, which remains involved and contribute to your community through work, volunteer, or civic participation. Access, making home improvements and modifications, using assistive technologies, and customized supports to help you age in place. And then connection, to maintain social activities, much like this here. Maintain relationships and combat the social isolation that can occur. So this year, we're excited to celebrate this and recognize all these wonderful people who apparently are over 90. I still want to see some IDs, I don't believe it. But, again, just thank you very much for having me. It's exciting that we can start doing events like this again. We're very fortunate to have this as a resource for all of you, and so thank you again for having me. I'm the fifth generation of my family to live here in Fitchburg, so if you've been here for a while, you probably know at least some of my family members. And so again, thank you.
All right, there you have it. I'll get that posted up online, as well as congratulations to all of the older adults who made it out for the event today. And let's continue to celebrate Older Americans Month by stopping down at the Fitchburg Senior Center and check out everything they have to offer here for all of the residents of Fitchburg and the older population. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You are watching Talking Fitchburg.
You could be spreading the coronavirus without realizing you have it. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and do your part. It's important to limit in-person interaction with anyone outside of your immediate household, but phone and video chat are safe ways to connect. It's also important to limit any social gathering. This advice applies to people of any age, including teens and younger adults. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
After you joined our family, it was like, I really do feel complete now.
Our hearts are made stronger by how we treat others.
Put her there.
The light you share can impact those around you, but so can the darkness.
Later, twerps.
Did Pete saying mean things bother you?
So when you reach out to another person, take a moment to consider how they will feel and let your heart be the key to making a difference. Because of you, someone's entire day, year, or even life can change.
In every heart, there's hope.
Brandon met a girl on a dating app. He finally found the courage to ask her out. No answer. He started to panic. Was he being...
Hey, sorry I didn't respond. I was driving.
She must be a keeper.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us. That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu.
We don't have time for delays.
Ready!
We don't have time for spills.
Next.
We don't have time for setbacks. Let's be real.
Getting the flu shot
helps you fight the flu.
Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg in the Digest, and today we're going to take you out to a bike ride. It happened last night in one of our beautiful Fitchburg parks. Well, at least started there and then moved on to different locations, but all in to learn more about the Fitchburg Teen Center and the planning process. Here is that story.
We got a couple things going on at the same time. Dream Bikes is going to be here fixing bikes, but also showing people how to fix their bikes. So they have 3 repair stands that are up. We've also got Wisconsin Bike Federation. They're going to be doing an obstacle course, otherwise known as a bike rodeo. They'll be having safety tips for kids to learn how to ride safely. And then finally, we'll be doing 3 tours of different places in the community. One at 5 o'clock going to the Latino Chamber of Commerce. The other one's going to be going at 5:30 to Little John's Restaurant. And then the third one will be going to Redeemer City Church, which is on King James Way. So we're going to have a lot of opportunities to be able to check out the places around us and also get some good biking in.
We have a repair stand, which you'll find throughout the city, and we really just want to teach people how to use those and engage so that they can keep their bikes tuned up on their own and feel empowered to go out and explore their community by bike.
So we've got a group called Equity by Design. They're working over the past 7 months to be able to get input on the future of a teen center here in the King James Way community.
So when I was growing up in this neighborhood, I felt like I didn't really have a lot of space to sort of connect with other people my age. There were always places for like toddlers and little kids or adults, and I was kind of just like there and I couldn't really do anything. And I remember wanting to like be able to go out, but my parents were like, oh, you can't just be walking around doing whatever. And so I think like having an actual space where teens can go would be really helpful for creating a connection with the community.
Teen Center is important because we need spaces for young people to go in our community. And what's more important is what the Teen Center looks like and what it has in it should be guided by teens. So teens have been involved through this whole process and they'll continue to be involved over the next few years.
We support the Teen Center initiative, absolutely. What a Teen Center could do for this community is tremendous. You know, wraparound services, education, training, workforce development, economic development. The opportunities are endless, especially with a community as robust as Fitchburg. So I think it needs it, its community needs it, the kids need it, and you know, they're our future, so we gotta invest.
The goal is we will have a teen center by 2025. That seems a really long way away, but it'll creep up on you really closely. We've got to design it, and we've got to figure out who's going to be in it, and more importantly, we've got to raise money to be able to build it. So all that's coming soon.
There you have it. There'll be another event coming up to learn more about the Teen Center and the planning for that. That's happening next Monday, May 23rd, but more is at our website, fitchburgwi.gov. Take a quick break. Coming up next, we open up our guest segment. We'll be checking in with the city administrator here on Talking Fitchburg.
See on page 4 that the projections need to be flood next Thursday?
Seriously? Thursday? Can't do that.
This is really inconvenient.
I have yoga that day. I have no time for this. So.
I can't do Thursday, but I can do Friday.
Disasters don't plan ahead. You can. Talk to your loved ones about how you're going to be ready in an emergency. Don't wait. Communicate.
Type 2 diabetes can have a big impact on your life, but how can it be prevented? Well, the first step is knowing if you have prediabetes, a serious medical condition that puts you at high risk for type 2 diabetes. 1 in 3 American adults has prediabetes, but more than 80% don't know they have it. The good news is, prediabetes can be reversed, and for many people, healthy changes in their daily routine can make a big difference. Take the 1-minute risk test today at doihavepprediabetes.org.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family, and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
If you love them enough to suck the snot out of their nose at 4 a.m., then surely you'll check nhtsa.gov/the right seat to make sure they're in the right car seat.
Well, welcome back into Talking Fitchburg. Joining today is your city administrator, Chad Brecklin. Chad, welcome back to the show. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you doing, Jeremy?
Having another great day here at the TF Studios destination unknown. We'll leave it at that. We've got an update for you today on what's happening in and around the city from your perspective. We're going to start with the town of Madison. We've had a lot of activities recent, and we got more activities to come. But as far as we'll go back here to our meeting, we had our open house earlier. Tell us a little bit about that, how that went, and what's coming up.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Jeremy, the town of Madison attachment to both the cities of Madison and cities of Fitchburg is rapidly approaching. We're less than 6 months away from that now. That takes effect October 31st of 2022. And as we continue our planning efforts, of which there are many, to say the least, one of them has been public information and outreach. And you, as one of our team members, has been quite instrumental in aiding in our information outreach efforts. We had a meeting on April 28th, I believe it was, at the courts administrative building on Novation Parkway for our future City of Fitchburg residents who are currently in the Southdale neighborhood of the town of Madison. And that was an opportunity for us as city staff to tell them a little bit about the services that we offer, have the chance for them to meet our department heads or other designated staff, and to ask questions that they may have in regards to the upcoming attachment.
Yeah, it's been a lot of work, and a lot of information has been dished out, and there's still lots of other activities that will be coming up. Including coming out to the park once a month. We're finalizing some of those dates, and we have a business event that's coming up Monday, May, I want to make sure I say it right here, May 23rd at Delta Beer Lab in the town of Madison. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, before I get to that event, I do want to just add on to what you'd mentioned about some additional outreach events. We do have some tentative dates that we're finalizing in June, July, August, and September, where city staff will be in the Southdale neighborhood and available to converse and otherwise chat with neighbors and residents there, business owners, and so forth. And then back to the topic at hand that you mentioned in regards to the business-centric event that's happening on May 23rd. That's taking place at the Delta Beer Lab. That is largely designed as a networking opportunity to allow city staff to meet with business owners in the town of Madison, and also an opportunity for business owners in the town of Madison to network with other existing Fitchburg businesses that are part of the Chamber of Commerce right now and so forth. So we're working cooperatively with the Chamber on this event. I would encourage you to go to both the city's website or the Fitchburg Chamber of Commerce website to learn more about that meeting next week and to register for the event.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great information on the city's website, including a page dedicated to the Town of Madison attachment. And now lead me into the next conversation, because this information is on there as well, and it's talking about the transit update. While not, it doesn't, it's going hand in hand with what's going on with, just happened to work out this way, but Metro Transit is working on a redesign project that'll be for next year. It just coincided with the attachment, but two separate entities. But we do have information on the website regarding transit as that process is wrapping up here. We held another informational meeting on the Southdale neighborhood, as we heard from residents that were concerned about some of the routes, and it was great to have a good turnout and other great information. But tell us a little bit more about where we stand today with the transportation information and how people can still get their input in on the redesign.
Yeah, so we are coming into the closing steps here, at least at the city of Fitchburg, in regards to the proposed metro route adjustments that are being considered for next year, implementation next year. And I do want to reiterate the point that you made in that these route changes are not linked to the attachment of the town of Madison to both the cities of Fitchburg and Madison. It is a completely separate item that just happens to be timed out to coincide with the attachment. So ultimately speaking here, as it relates to Fitchburg, our city council will review the list of amendments as it relates to the proposed routes from Metro on May 24th during their council meeting, which begins at 7:30 p.m. They will consider a handful of amendments to those proposed routes in order to make a recommendation to Metro on what the city of Fitchburg would like Metro to consider as far as adjustments to those routes. There are a handful of them, as I mentioned. I think the bulk of them, I think there's 3 of them are tied to the Southdale northeast portion of the city of Fitchburg. One applies to the Belmar Duns Marsh neighborhood, if I recall correctly. And then there obviously is one related to the B route, I think it is, the bus rapid transit ask route that could be extended to city service or city center here. Not all of those amendments as proposed are being recommended by staff for a variety of reasons. Metro's obvious goals and objectives, as they've publicly stated numerous times, is to try to straighten out routes, try to get them much more efficient and much more frequent, so that folks are going to be more inclined to use the bus system because it doesn't take so long to get from point A to point B as it does in their current system, as the feedback that they've learned over the years on that. So wrapping up, anybody that is interested in this process and what the routes are looking like and what amendments that they would like our city council to support, please share your feedback with your elected official and or come to the meeting on May 24th at 7:30 here at City Hall. Or you could join via Zoom as well.
I'm just going to say, I'll jump in and say you can watch that live here on Fact TV. And of course, if you would like to speak virtually, you can sign up for that as well. Chad, great information. And all of that information that Chad just went over is on our website, fitchburgwi.gov, under the transportation page. And in the Town of Madison attachment, we have a transportation page as well with the same information, just tailored more to the Southdale neighborhood. But great information there. Finally, Chad, wrap up with some thank yous. And we had National Police Memorial Week last week, and this week we have EMS Week. So we thought, hey, we'll talk about our public safety all together. And you came out of the police world, so certainly you understand the importance of Police Memorial. But overall, as you sum up both great thank yous for everybody, what would you like to share with the residents?
Hey, one of those core services that local governments provide is public safety. And as you mentioned, in back-to-back weeks, we're recognizing 2 of the 3 most prominent public safety departments in the city, that being our police and our EMS departments. And we certainly are grateful for all the work that they do day in and day out in serving our community and providing a high level of service while doing that. And clearly their efforts are valued and appreciated. and we enjoy the safety that they provide to our community and its residents.
Yeah, and we will have a chance. We'll be sharing some information about the EMS week with Fitchburg EMS that you can check out, and with the police department as well. So we have those interviews for you available. You'll be able to check those out real soon. Chad, thank you so much for your time as always, and we'll check back with you next month.
Sounds good. Thank you, Jeremy.
You bet. Chad Brecklin, your city administrator. Check the website for all the stuff we talked about today, fitchburgwi.gov. And of course, follow us on social media. We'll take a quick break. More to come. You're watching TF.
Como padre, todos los días son un desafío. Y hay que estar ahí presentes. No importa lo cansado que uno esté, hay que estar ahí presentes para ellos. Cuando los niños aprenden algo nuevo, es ese momento mágico y especial. Y creo que presenciar ese momento es mi favorito.
The central and midwestern U.S. averages more than 850 tornadoes each year, and lately, the number of floods has been rising in the region too. So chances are, there will be more twisters and floods near here again. And between school, sports, and social lives, chances are, you won't be with your kids when it happens. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids has all the educational tools and information to make the conversation easy. When the time comes, chances are they'll feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Multiple studies have shown that marijuana can slow both driver reaction and response time, which can be really dangerous. It's here. It's here. Wait. What? I can't drive. Why? I'm high. Oh.
It takes all of us to slow the spread of the coronavirus. So follow guidance from authorities where you live and stay home unless absolutely necessary. Use a delivery service for essential items like food and medicine. If you must make essential trips, stay 6 feet apart from other people. Wear a cloth face covering and wash your hands for at least 20 seconds as often as possible. Visit coronavirus.gov for the latest information.
Severe weather can strike anytime, anywhere, but there's a simple way to stay safe. Hey, Jim Cantori here. I stay safe in dangerous weather by planning ahead. You can stay safe too with a few easy steps. Build an inexpensive kit with supplies for your family's needs. Write down important information like phone numbers and medications. Always talk with your family and remember any pets in your planning. Be ready, be safe. Start your plan today at ready.gov/plan.
Hey, boss. Okay.
I said I'm fine.
Me the bed, see you in the morning with the frosted Superman, but it wasn't on it, and we lost it. In my head, in my head, in my head. Where you at? Underlay in my head.
Hey, son.
Hey, Bob.
You know you can talk to me.
Yeah.
We're all just trying to keep things running for those who rely on us.
Ready!
That's why we don't have time to be sick with the flu. And especially this year, no one has time to get sick. Get a flu shot for yourself and those around you too.
Welcome back into Talking Fitchburg, wrapping up the show for today. Whew, what a day. Lots of video in the show today. We just love to catch up and see all the great events going on. We'll get all that posted up on Facebook, so you can check that out later. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.